I wonder if the parents of the victims of the Nashville shooting today would still have their children if these trans bills in Tennessee were never a thing. I'm not a parent, but if I were, I'd be real mad at the government. I'd be real mad at the government.
Trans people in Tennessee, it's time to fucking fight. Trans allies in Tennessee, it's time to fucking fight. Trans women, if they lock you up for identifying as a woman, fight, resist. You're gonna die anyways. We're going to die anyways. It's time to fucking resist. Fight them. Hurt them. If they put their hands on you, beat them. We are at an attack. It's time to fight back. Do you hear me? Trans people in Tennessee, trans men, trans women, non-binary, fight! If they try to arrest you or have you arrested on a felony for existing, beat them, team up, gang together, get people who agree with you to come and fight. Carry a weapon at all times. And yes, you have to attack the police officer.
These people genuinely make my blood boil more than any person I ever thought could possibly do. You have to be a seriously sick and deranged individual to post something like that on social media following what happened in Nashville, Tennessee. And as you can see in the fallout of that, the woke radicalized leftists have used it as an opportunity to make excuses for the shooter simply because they're transgender, and now even call for violence against those who are transphobes, which honestly at this point is everyone who doesn't agree with them. These people literally wish they could kill every single person that doesn't agree with them. They tried to make excuses for this transgender shooter, and it doesn't matter whether you're transgender, straight, or purple, it's not okay to do anything like this ever. And then they continuously bring up these situations where they claim that transgenders were attacked by right-wingers simply because they're transgender, when I have never heard of a story of that exact situation happening. No right-winger is just going to attack a transgender simply because they're a transgender. That is a left-wing talking point that is made up and completely delusional. And now these people want to attack everyone that refuses to live within their own delusion. One tweet that stuck out was Katie Hobbs' press secretary, who put out a absolutely disgusting tweet, which honestly looks like an incitement of violence against people who don't agree with her politically. You're just gonna have to take a look at this news clip and tell me what you guys think.
And on top of another developing story, Governor Katie Hobbs' press secretary with an abrupt resignation this morning.
It's all because of a controversial tweet she posted in the hours after the Nashville school shooting. The tweet went viral. Critics called for her to be fired. Political editor Dennis Welch is here with more on the fallout.
Yeah, and man, it happened quickly, right? The social media post quickly grabbed national attention, even made international headlines. Critics say it showed poor taste and really poor timing. Now, this was the tweet from Hobbs' spokeswoman, Jocelyn Berry. It included a GIF from a scene from an 80s movie with a woman holding two guns. Underneath it, Berry wrote, "Us when we see transphobes." The suspected mass shooter in Nashville was transgender and was a former student at that school there. Now, critics pounced on that tweet, calling it disturbing and inappropriate. Eventually, Twitter decided to remove it, and by this morning, Berry had submitted her resignation. In response, the governor released a statement that read in full, "This administration holds mutual respect at the forefront of how we engage with one another. The post by the press secretary is not reflective of the values of the administration. The governor has received and accepted the resignation of the press secretary."
So as you can see, Katie Hobbs' press secretary is actively promoting violence against people that they label as transphobes, which I already said earlier is literally every single person that doesn't agree with them, which honestly makes me scared that we're going to see a string of transgender school shootings just based on the reaction that the transgender community is having after this event, where they obviously don't see a problem with it because they were transgender, and they're willing to make excuses because they're transgender. There is no group of people in this country that are less oppressed than transgenders. There is no other group of people that could shoot up a school and then have people actively defending them on the internet the next day. It's absolutely brutal and sickening, and all of these people should be absolutely ashamed of the stuff that they've decided to put on social media. I will never have the answer of why these people are willing to turn such a blind eye and simp so hard over these people simply because they pretend that they're the opposite gender. How sad is that? And you can almost guarantee that we're gonna see plenty more of where all of this woke nonsense has come from. And if there is any other absolutely atrocious ones, I'll make sure to bring those to you. But that is all I got for today. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you didn't, please let me know what I can do better in the comments.